What's up guys, it's Paul Nino here. Today we're going to be doing a new build, the Atlas V N22, otherwise known as the Boeing Starliner. Let's get right into this video, this is going to be a good one. Alright, here we go. First thing we're going to do is put the MK13 command pod, typical Saturn V command pod. What we're gonna do is put a docking port on there, the shielded one. I think it looks the best. And I'm just gonna do this now. We're going to bind that to action gear 1. So, toggle shield on action 1. Just like that. Now we're gonna put the parachutes on. We're going to go with 3 of the MK2s. Yeah, these right here. I go with 3 of them. Put them right there. Perfect. Now I'm going to move them in a little bit so they look a little nicer. Rotate them a bit. Move them in. Just like that. Awesome. Alright, next step is we're going to be putting a heat shield on. Okay, let's go do that. Thermal. The 2.5 meter heat shield, that's the one that's going to be fitting. And let's put a decoupler right on the bottom. Just like that. Perfect. Next thing we're going to be adding is a fuel tank. So we are going to be going with the Rockomax X208. It's going to look just like that. For engines, we are going to be putting 4 of the, let's see if I can find them, 4 of the thuds on here. Alright? What we're going to do is put them on the outside. And what we're going to do is slide them in. Right about there. Now these are going to be our abort motors. They're not actually going to be used in spaceflight. So what we're going to do is bind them to the abort keybind. So we're going to activate engine on abort. Awesome. Now, next step is we're going to be putting 8 more engines on the bottom of this. We're going to go with the Ant engines. Like I said, we're going to be putting 8 of them on here. 4 like that. 4 like that. They don't have to look perfect, but, you know. There we go. We're going to bind these in the same thing. Put those engines at top. Alright, perfect. Next step is going to be putting fuel cells in here. I believe those are in electrical. We're going to take 2 fuel cells. Put them right here. We're going to bind these to action group 2. So start fuel cell on action group 2. And we're going to move them inwards. Perfect. Now we're going to be putting some batteries on there. We're going to go for the Z400 rechargeable ones, the larger one. I'll put it right on there and move it in. Next thing we're going to be putting in is some monoprop. 4 big tanks. Sideways. And put them in. And next up, let's take some RCS thrusters. Put them right here, 4 of them. And that's it for the capsule. There you go. Let's put a decoupler on the bottom of that. And into that decoupler, is going to be a Rockomax brand adapter, actually. Facing downwards, just like that. Next, we are going to be taking this fuel tank right here. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to be taking this fuel tank. And we're going to be moving it up to make it look flush. Just like we did in our last video. Perfect. Just like that. We're going to put one of these right on the bottom. And the engine we are going to be using here is the Bobcat, I believe. There we go. And let's put a decoupler right on the bottom of that. With the TD18 there, so it looks nice. And next we're going to be taking another Rockomax brand adapter. Putting it right here on the bottom and making it flush just like we did before. And actually we're going to be turning this orange because we are going to be using the Rockomax Jumbo fuel tank in the orange color. And on the bottom, we're going to be using one of these. Also turning that orange. And there you go. On the bottom, we're going to be using 2-vector engine. I'm going to move it up a little bit. There we go. What we're going to do is turn the gimbal limit down to 50, so we're not moving all over the place. Alright, let's put some solid rocket boosters on. We're going to be putting the thumper boosters on, I believe. Yes, 2 thumper boosters. But before we do that, we have to put the radial decouplers on. Just like that. Now we're going to move this down. There we go. I can't remember if the boosters go underneath the main engines or above, so we're just gonna put them right about there for today. And we're gonna put some nose cones, slanted ones. Make them look nice. Keep the white variant on. And we're going to auto strut. Pretty much everything. Okay. Now we're going to be putting some burner thrusters on the bottom. If I can find them. Make sure it's 4. And we're gonna put them in the middle and on top. Just like that. Now let's get our staging correct. Looks pretty good to me. Next step is we're going to be putting on some launch stability enhancers. Boom. Actually, what we're going to do is rotate the rocket like that. So it's this way. Make sure your staging is correct. And just like that, we have a finished Boeing Starliner Atlas V N22 rocket. Hope you guys enjoyed putting you guys into the montage right now, and see y'all in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Okay, guys, one little thing I should have mentioned from the beginning, or not the beginning, when I was doing this bottom portion of the rocket. When we, rotate the entire rocket, the controls get different. So instead of rotating the entire rocket, we're gonna take it from the decoupler right here, whoops, and rotate that. And there you go, your Atlas V N22 rocket. Have a great day, guys. See you in the next one.